Good afternoon, Earth Signs. Welcome to your reading for the first half of September. This is for Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. Happy birthday, fellow Virgos. If you'd like to purchase a private reading with me, I will pop information in the bio, and I'm currently doing an offer for the next week. 5-card readings, but by donation, whatever you choose to donate, with the proceeds going straight to the Amazon Fire Fund. There's a charity called Amazon Frontlines, so I'm asking for the donations to go direct to there. So if you could contact me if this interests you, you can send me an email on victorialorenzo1111@gmail.com, or contact me through my Instagram. Like I say, I'll pop the information for those into the description box. So without further ado, let's get into your general guidance reading for the first half of September. So what information do we need to know for Earth signs? Whoa, slipping down my head. There's a few too many to take there, but we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Three of Swords, got a 1, 2, 3 going on there, the Strength card. Looks like there's a few issues here that want to come out, but we'll just take the main one for now. What do Earth signs need to know for September? Wow, these cards are going crazy. I'm trying to get out right. Yep, so it was the Strength card trying to show itself. This is about having been through a number of lessons, integrating them. The Strength card, even in this deck, but in the general RWS as well, it's normally a Leo card, but I do tend to equate the lady there with Virgo and or Venus. So I do feel there's a Virgo undertone to this, which is quite apt as we've just come out of Leo season into Virgo season. So this is about having been through certain hardships, certain tests, if you will, things that have shaped you as a person. So there's going to be some need through September to be calling on this strength or integrating these lessons. We'll see what comes out with the rest of it. So what qualifies this? What do we need to know about this Strength card? Cards are playing me up today. What do we need to know about this Strength card? Alright, so we've got 2 cards here. So we have the Hierophant, aka Divine Guidance, and the Ace of Wands. So I feel that this is about making some kind of choice and using your intuition in order to guide you towards that. And there's been something that you've encountered in the past that I think you're letting it hold you back from some new opportunity or new adventure or new direction. What have we got that supports this Strength card? You're not allowing your intuition to guide you, and you're not following your passions when. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so King of Cups, King of Raphael, is basically telling us that this is what supports you with this issue. This is saying that you've got that good, strong intuition, and you've also got that sort of masculine strength of logic there as well. So if you can just find that balance and allow your intuition to guide you towards, in this new direction, allow your intuition to come through. You're being too logical, this is Earth signs all over, really, isn't it? So it's not really surprising. This is very, very similar to the message I've had in my last couple of Instagram readings for Virgo as well, actually, come to think of it. I can't really remember what Taurus and Capricorn got. But basically, there is some kind of opportunity, something that that you're really passionate about, but you're not following it. You're being you're frightened to follow it. Right, let's see what we get to go with this. So how has the past influenced you in this situation? Is he saying you need to trust your intuition, you need to trust that although this might not be the kind of path that you're used to following, and you know that signs tend to need some kind of solid plan, this is really asking you to follow your intuition on this one. To kind of give up that logical mind, or at least balance it out somewhat. Whoa! Right, so we've got the High Priestess showing herself. So, again, in the past, you've had powerful psychic insights. You've been you're not calling on. In the High Priestess and the Hierophant are basically sort of a pair here. So this is saying that you've been blocking out these intuitive knowings and this intuitive guidance about what to do. I feel like this is some kind of. There's two possibilities here. There's either some kind of new direction that you're wanting to follow, say with career, work, some area like that. And the second one's gone. Some kind of. It could be with career or something like that. The other instance is that there is some old trauma that you're being called to work on, because you're allowing this trauma to hold you back in some way. It's like an inner wound that needs healing, and you're kind of resisting it. Let's see what else comes with this. Far too many against to take there. These are really bouncing today. We have to switch decks for the signs. So the present. What situation are we in at the present regarding this? What's coming up in the here and now? What will help with this situation? So the moon. This is like sort of how the present is impacting. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears and grow stronger. Like literally, that's exactly what I've just been saying. So there is some past, if it's not a trauma at least, it's maybe some fear of failure. But, earth signs, you meticulous planners, or we, you meticulous planners, being Virgo myself, you need to couple that with the Cups energy. You need to couple that with your intuition, and sort of allow that guidance to come through. I mean, the Ace of Wands, it's kind of like that sort of passion and fire coming out of nowhere. So what is in the future, is the near future, obviously we're doing sort of this next couple of weeks. So future with this, future. Sorry, the present is the next couple of weeks. The future will be sort of where this looks to go beyond this. So what have we got? Okay. So we've got the solutions card, 14, which is basically equivalent to the Temperance card. So success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So you've got, this forgiving and healing. There is some kind of past situation that's been holding you back and you've been allowing it to. This is calling on you to really stop focusing on that. Find the solution. And what's come out with that is the Ace of Cups. Sorry, the Page of Cups. So new emotional situations, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. So this would tie in with the fact that you've not been allowing this divine guidance to come through. You need to tap into that power. This is all about finding balance, finding the solution, new new emotional situations. This is all about releasing this thing that's holding you back. I said it was possibly two situations. I feel it's one situation that's intertwined. There's some kind of past trauma. When I say trauma, it doesn't necessarily have to be something terrible. I mean, I know, speaking for myself at the moment, I'm going through a bit of a thing where I'm sort of like blocking relationships because, you know, it's kind of like this sort of fear that everything's going to be the same again this time. So it could be something along that lines. It could be something sort of deeper. But again, you are sort of being called to look at that. So, where can you look to for support and assistance? Who or what can support or assist with this? So we've got the Six of Wands. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Or scholarships or promotions. This is basically telling you to take the Taurus, take the bull by the horns. You know, charge forward. This is all about being victorious and, you know, winning. This is all about, you know, getting up on that horse and charging forward. So this is basically saying, it's in you. This is who or what can support or assist you, yourself. This is about you and your inner healing, dealing with this situation. So who or what can guide you? I will take some clarifiers from further depths as well to dig into certain things a little deeper. Who or what can guide? Seven of Cups. So it's about choices, making decisions, be clear on what you want, take action, a need for detoxification. So this detoxification, it's not always necessarily a physical detox. It could be a spiritual detox, an emotional detox. Whatever this baggage is that's holding you down, you need to release it. But you've got to make that decision to release it. You know, sometimes when asking these questions with this spread, we may get a certain knight or a certain king comes out in these positions, or a queen, giving you some kind of idea that, you know, oh, there may be a Libra female that could help, etc., etc. No, these cards are all about you, earth signs. These are saying, you know, the decision is with you. It is time for you to put that issue to bed, you know, take charge of it, be victorious over it, claim victory over it, you know, ride forward. So, who or what can bring balance? Two jumpers here. Oh, you can't make this up. Change your life. 16. Oh, we've got 3 cards have come out here as well. 17, the Star, and the Four of Wands, which this one come out first. It's celebrations. It could be parties, weddings, christenings. So it's basically about taking some time to celebrate something. Could be that there's some upcoming event in this next couple of weeks where there'll be some things, you know, going to happen, some insight, you might meet somebody who, you know, can sort of help you with this situation. And the Change Your Life card, basically exactly what it says on the tin. This is this will be the Tower in the RWS. A sudden revelation that offers freedom, break free of procrastination, embrace the opportunities that change things. So this is saying, again, it's on you to embrace changes, embrace challenges, and then the Star, a dream come true. Believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So this all bodes extremely well, you know. Future, you've got the solutions and the Page of Cups. So this could mean that, along with, and you see with this Four of Wands, I tend to see this as kind of as far as twin flames and soulmates go, I tend to see that as relationships. So that could be indicating that if you've not been particularly lucky in love, that especially if this past trauma has been relationship based, that by releasing that past trauma, there stands to be some opportunity of new love coming in. So we'll take a few clarifiers and see what we can get with this. So what else do earth signs need to know about what's coming up with this situation in the first couple of weeks of September? We know that there's something that they're going to need to release from the past, some kind of trauma, but can we get anything else to go with that? Right, we've got a couple trying to jump here. So, third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, and 7, community, which is very, very like the 3 of Cups. So, this kind of makes sense because the third chakra is your solar plexus, and this is the seat of personal power, willpower, things like that. So, you know, if this issue, this situation that you need to release has involved some kind of addiction or some kind of coping mechanisms, although we don't seem to have the devil here, so that's it does indicate to me that there may be escape mechanisms but not addictions per se. So that's you know, sort of an indicator that it may be easier to deal with. But this is saying that solar plexus chakra needs work. That's, you know, it's building that strength, building that personal power back up. And then the community card, there's a couple of ways of looking at this. It could be a case of calling on friends, you know, sort of talking it through with people. The other extreme of that could be where the situation is slightly more serious, counselling. I don't know why, but for some reason this card indicates counselling to me. It's just something that comes through intuitively a lot with it. So I've sort of come to associate this and the 3 of Cups with that. Conversely, it could be saying that you may need to, you'll know how it fits with you personally, but that you need to sort of withdraw from other people who may be swaying the situation. It may be, say for example, if there are some form of addictions or escape mechanisms, you may need to look at the particular community that you're surrounding yourself with. You know, sort of maybe reduce a little bit of the time spent there in order to replenish yourself. So it's very much a self-care kind of feeling there. Can we get something to go with this King of Cups? I think they're tying fine, so we'll get another one for here. So this sort of what tools you already have in your arsenal that you can call on to assist with the situation. We've got 2 trying to turn there. And how unusual, I've got a reversal there. Right, so the 38, the 4th chakra, heart chakra, Archangel Raphael. So I think this is basically saying here, because this is in the strengths of what you've got sort of going for you with this situation, that you've got a lot of, you've got a strong heart, you're strong, you've been through a lot, you're able and capable. You know, you need to open that heart chakra. I mean, you know, the King of Cups, and the Cups being about emotions and what have you, so heart chakra fits really well there. Excuse me. So yeah, really sort of open your heart, you know, don't close off, be in your emotions, allow yourself to feel it, allow yourself to heal it. And we've got the cornucopia card in reverse. I'm getting from this that, because the cornucopia card upright would generally tend to mean wealth, abundance. It doesn't necessarily mean the opposite of that, but it's telling you to be a little more careful. So I suspect that there could be something to do with money and finances here that's been holding you back as well. This is some kind of indicator that you need to stop living like everything's growing on trees, basically. You know, you need to rein it in a little, especially if you have been partying too hard, and you need to sort of, you know, bring that in a bit. It's kind of focusing on yourself and getting yourself into a healthier place, in every sense, you know, physically, spiritually, financially. So let's see, what can we get to go with this High Priestess? how the past has, there's too many to take there, how the High Priestess has affected, so how the past has affected this situation. It could be how you've coped with things in the past. Something to go with this High Priestess. Jumped rather high. Right, so the Angel of Balance and Patience. So this indicates to me that there is a need. In the past, you've maybe been out of balance. You've not been very patient. There's a lot of this is about sort of meditation and reflection. The High Priestess says that in itself, and both of these cards carry the same messages as the High Priestess combined. So in the past, you've not been listening to your intuition. You've not been sort of patient with yourself. You know, you need to give yourself some time. The Angel of Balance actually is also, I sort of see it as maybe the step before the Strength card, you know, sort of, if you can bring in that Angel of Balance, you know, bring yourself into balance, then you'd be in the position that this Strength card sees you in. So, yes, you've been impatient in the past, but this is, you know, you need to learn that patience, understand, make some plans, set yourself some goals and some targets, and so you've got something clear to work on. But stop allowing this past trauma to kind of hold you back. I mean, time is a healer. So, anything else with the present? Ooh. Far too many to take there. Something to clarify this Moon card. What have we got to go with this Moon card? This is talking about improving plans and making plans, the Moon card. So this is kind of like, you know, if you're saying where you're at, stop holding yourself back. Start setting those targets to go forward, which is normally what earth signs are all about. So whoever this is for, I'm guessing, has been experiencing a coming up of a surfacing of this issue. So, 6th chakra. So we've got this bit, there's a lot to do with meditation, chakras balancing here, and then attachment. So, releasing attachments. Not the same as the Devil card, but not too dissimilar either. Again, attachments to shadows, attachments to things that you need to really, really call on that intuition and get to work on releasing these attachments to these negative circumstances that's holding you back, it's keeping you stuck. I'm not even going to pull anything else for the future there, because that's rosy to me. We'll get a little something to go with this. Who or what can support or assist with this, with dealing with these attachments in this situation? What have we got? Oh, you can't make this up. 2nd chakra, Archangel Ariel. So this is about the sacral chakra, which is to do with sexual power, sexual energy. And if you look as well with the, I can't pick them up, my nails are terrible, the orange, the amount of orange we've got going on there, we would do for the chakra card, but we've also got it for the 6 of Wands. So I'm guessing that there may be, for somebody, a little bit of giving away of their sexual energy, or this situation could be related to maybe an imbalance of power in relationships, something tied to sexual matters. Won't dig too far into this because it could be, what's what I'm looking for, tentative. For some of you out there, you know what it relates to. And with that came the goddess of the moon. So we've got the if I've been working this out right. We've got the moon in Virgo at the end of the month. 30th, 31st, I believe. So I've got a feeling that there's going to be, if you look, this is kind of like sort of very third eye chakra, crown chakra looking. I'm feeling that the support and assistance that this is explaining could come with is getting these chakras balanced, really, really working on, you know, allowing that intuitive insight to come through around this time of this full moon. Normally, I would go by the textbook for that card, but it's just screaming this full moon to me that's coming up. Right, so what have we got to go with this Seven of Raphael? Who or what can guide you? Whoa. Right, again, all tied up. Very much an Eight of Wands energy here. This is self-imposed. These two kind of go hand in hand. All tied up. You've got yourself all tied up with these attachments. You need to release them. Don't need to labour that one any further. So finally, who or what can bring balance? I think I had enough for 3 cards there, but we'll see if we just get 1 card to tie that all over. Yeah, anxiety. So you need to release these anxieties. Eyes drawn straight back here. And for some of you, this is going to involve some counselling. I've just had a third party situation pop into my head with that as well. So for some of you, you could be dealing with past trauma from a relationship where there was maybe cheating, heartbreak. It would more come with the 3 of Swords, whereas this is generally more of a 3 of Cups energy. But I am getting that sort of Swords feeling with that as well. So for someone, there's an anxiety that's coming from a relationship breakdown that may have involved cheating. There's a definite need for somebody to really seek some professional support and assistance. For those of you who are able to I don't want to say do this alone, but you know, you really, really need to be grasping those insights and allowing those insights to come through. Because whatever, look what we've got here as well, look, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, this is about moving forward. You're being held back from moving forward because of something that, some past trauma, you know, relationship traumas was one, but there's a fair number coming through. So it can relate to a lot of people in a lot of different ways. But, you know, in order for these new relationships, this is probably why I'm coming back to relationships, because obviously this card relates to relationships a lot. So, you know, in order for these new relationships to come through, you need to find these solutions. You need to let go of this issue. It's holding you back in work, it's holding you back in love, it's holding you back in spiritual evolution. It's really time. We've got pretty much every chakra here except we don't have root, we don't have throat. So I'm guessing communication itself isn't actually an issue. So tap into that, use those communication skills, speak to somebody, speak to your friends, speak to a counsellor, speak to yourself, let yourself out of this. You've got to, the most important thing is you have got to make that choice for yourself to do that. You know, it lies with you. This is about personal power. You know, with third chakra coming out there. Sorry, third chakra. You know, the second chakra, these are about personal power, sexual power. But you've got to choose. The issue is strength. This was the main issue that's come out. And it's now time to take those lessons and turn them into, what have I got from this? See this as well? It's directly above it like that. So he's saying, you know, that it's blocking you. This is what's blocking you from your abundance. So you need it this way up. You need to make the choice. You need to claim your power. Get yourself in balance. Bring, watch it all come forward. Change your life. Dream come true. And so much going for you, earth signs. So, Virgo season. We've got this full moon in Virgo. Really, really take the time over this next few days to next few weeks to really sort of dig into the heart of what the issue is, integrate those lessons and take that leap forward. So, I hope that's helpful, signs. If you'd like to discuss a personal reading, like I say, you can find me on Instagram or send me an email. I'll drop the information in the description box. And until 2 weeks' time, thank you.